If you've ever watched the end of a movie and watched the credits, you'll know that there's heaps and heaps of jobs that go into making a movie. For your movie, there might be just a few. In this movie, we're going to have a look at some of the most common jobs you might need to have when making a really basic video. The ones we'll look at in this video are the director, the camera operator, the prompter, and the actor. The director's role is a really important one. That's the person who takes charge of the set and makes sure everything is running smoothly. To do that, they need to be able to oversee everybody else that's on set. They need to be looking at what the camera operator is doing, what the actors are doing, how everything is set up, and any other thing that might help them make things work nice and smoothly. They need to notice any errors that have happened on camera. It could be something like a part of the set has moved in between shots. They also need to provide cues to all the other members of the team to make sure that they know when to do their job. And that involves giving instructions, particularly instructions to each member regarding each of their different jobs. Any great film has a great camera operator. Their role is to make sure that everything to do with the camera is working nice and smoothly and without any errors. The main elements that make a great camera operator are their ability to check the framing. What that means is to make sure that what's happening on the camera fits in nicely and that all the people or props or anything on the set is in position that looks good on camera. They'll also need to make sure that the camera is always in focus or focused on the thing that it's meant to be focused on. Also, if there are any changes in the shot, zooming and panning might be required. Zooming is when you zoom in and out to make the subject appear closer or further away, and panning means when you move the camera from side to side. Another important role is the prompter. Their main role is to make sure that the actor or actors remember to say the right things at the right time. This can be done using electronic prompting like a teleprompter or by using more visual cues. If using a teleprompter, the main things you'll need to look at are scrolling the teleprompter. That means moving the text down the page. You'll need to sync it with the actor's speech so that the words match what they're saying. And also, you'll need to give other cues to the actor to make sure that they don't get lost in what they're saying. And then of course there's the actor or actors. Their job is mainly to transfer what's in the script to the audience, usually by saying it. The main thing for an actor to remember is that you are speaking your role, not reading it. That's really important. You also need to look at the appropriate place. If you're doing a news report, then that means you need to look at the camera. If you have any props, microphones or other kinds of items on camera, you'll need to make sure that you're using those appropriately and not letting them become the focus of what you're doing. And finally, if there are other actors in your scene, you need to be able to hand off to them without causing any major delays. In the case of a newsroom scene, you'll need to use appropriate introductions to the other actors so that you get a smooth transition from one scene to the next. You may very well end up with more than one of these roles, but whichever role you do, make sure you remember what your role involves. When you have a team of people that are all carrying out their role as best they can, you'll end up with a great video.